I'm just going to go ahead and apply my moisturizer. I've been using the L'Oreal Hydrogenius formula for oily skin. Now that I've gotten my brows filled in and kind of sculpted a little, I'm going to use ColourPop No Filter Concealer in Deep Golden underneath. And I'm going to use Hard Candy Glamouflage Concealer over the top. It says this is heavy duty, so, and it really is, y'all. Use this Real Technique Deluxe Crease Brush to just blend everything out, and Reese is going to bark. Okay, now I'm going to go in with Milani eyeshadow primer. Y'all already know I usually do my primers after my brows. I just find it just works better for me. Do what works for you. Okay, I'm going to try to stick with these two palettes today. The Huda Beauty Texture Eyeshadow Palette, Rose Gold Edition. I love the transition shades in here and the matte shades. And then it's the Sleek High Divine palette. This was the Ultra Matte V1. And it has a matte white eyeshadow that I'll be needing. Because again, this will be very dramatic, very glamorous and all. So what I take is my Ray Ray BH Cosmetics number 6 brush, and it's got some fluff and bend to it, so it's going to help me to start the blending in my crease and all. I'm just going to take some of this color called Sandalwood, and I'm going to blend that on my brow bone and down into my crease using this fluffy brush. I'm going to go into the color Henna, which is right next to it, right there. And that one's going to be circular motions into my crease area. And I'm just going to build it up. Okay, okay. Now I'm going to take a brush that's not quite as fluffy. It still moves, but it's not quite as large, and the bristles aren't as long. They're kind of shorter. I'm going to go into the color Suede right here, and I'm going to keep that low in my crease because it's going to start the transition to my black shade. So I'm keeping that right in the socket there. Then I'm just going to turn my brush a little bit because this one's kind of flat. I'm going to turn my brush a little bit and buff it on out, girl. Okay, I'm going to go back with the previous brush and just blend out any harshness right where the colors overlap. Some new brushes my mama got me for Christmas. This is an Eco Tools brush. It's the Precision Blending Brush, which is exactly what I want. So the black in this palette is a matte, and it's called Black Truffle. So I'm going to take that, dip my brush in it about 5 times to get the color on there, and then I'm going to pat in the outer V. Patting is blending. Put some more product on the brush. Pat it on. Okay. And I'm going to start to make like a C shape with my brush. I guess a V. V would be more accurate. A V shape with my brush. I haven't really blended out the perimeter, just kind of laying down the color. Okay? And then I'm going to look up and get that color going down here. More brushes that I got for Christmas. They're just the Walmart brand brush. It's no name on them. So that's what I'm going to use to go around the perimeter and blend it out like so. Okay. I'm going to take NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk and use that as my base for the white eyeshadow part. I just put some on the back of my hand, and I'm going to use my angle brush to sculpt out my lid. The remainder of the base and put that in my waterline and spread it down to the lower lash line on the portion that will actually be white. It's got a little angle to it. I'm going to go in and start to set this white base. I find that the NYX Jumbo pencil doesn't crease as much as the base in the jar that I used to use, especially if you have hooded eyes. Add anything to this brush. I'm just going to see how it does without adding anything, to just feather the black and the white together where they overlap right here. This is the base shadow brush that I use to blend in the crease, and I'm just gonna feather over this eye. Sometimes you'll have one eye that just blends much more easily than the other. I use my BH Cosmetics liquid eyeliner. I used to hate liquid eyeliner, but this little marker type, you know, felt tip pen has really been working nicely for me. Use NYX glitter primer and this Magic Collection glitter in silver that I got from my beauty supply store. Let's use this e.l.f. Professional eyeliner brush. It's just a flat top synthetic brush. Pat some of this on the eyelid. I'm going to use the pencil ends of this Urban Decay brush. It came with the smoked palette. I've got glitter everywhere. And whoopsie. I'm going to use the pencil end back into Truffle and kind of blend this outer portion, smoke it into the liner some. Because next to that black liner, the eyeshadow doesn't look as pigmented, the black part. Put to the fluffy end and just kind of help diffuse the black. Duo clear lash glue is the brush on adhesive with vitamins that I use, and I want to make a little glitter ring. Alright, so I'm going to take a baby wipe, clean my hands, wipe away any glitter. My ordinary high adherence silicone primer. While that's kind of setting in, I'm going to go in with my Dior mascara. It's the Pumpin' Volume. And I went to Walgreens and he was like, there's a lot of makeup on sale. I was in the car with Nia because she had fallen asleep. And we were only there to get a movie. But they had all the Iman products on sale. And these were $1 $69. Regular price $16.99. So I have Earth 6 and 7. Put a little bit of Make It Last on there and get to blending, yeah. I can still see some of my dark spots. So I'm gonna go in with a little more. It does look and feel like skin. Okay, mine, come through with the clutch. Going back with the Color Pop, no filter. Spray with the little Milani Make It Last. Just a smidge to blend out this concealer. Handy dandy Black Opal Invisible Oil Blacking Powder. We're going to set everywhere that we highlighted with that concealer. Teardrop shape brush and brush away the excess powder from the dry spots. I'm going to leave it here in my little oily areas. So we don't need the excess powder sitting there for too long in those areas that are drier. Because then you just look like a powdered donut. Brushing that away. Gonna leave it on my nose because my nose usually gets oily. And brush Sleek Face Contour Kit, Suppressed Powder and Highlighter in one. Gonna use the powder. Cut out that cheekbone and then blend up. Blend out those harsh lines. My favorite pressed powder of all time. So I focus finishing powder and Milk Chocolate Finish. Black Radiance. Go ahead and dust away any excess powder anywhere. It ain't nothing but the devil don't want us to be great. But you's a lie, devil. Going into this BH Cosmetics Special Occasions palette. And there is a kind of pearlescent white shade right there. And that's what I'm putting here. Line this and make the glitter go like right there on that spot. Really crisp. Now that's more like it. For my lashes, I'm going to be taking the Ice 105s. And this lash is not too heavy, not too full or anything. And I get them from the beauty supply store. I'll pop these on really quickly. And then we're going to finish up the look. And now another coat of mascara. Artist Couture Double Take Highlighter. This is basically like an iridescent pink when it's in the jar, and then once you put it on, it just looks like a unicorn or something. I don't know. So I'm just putting that on, and you'll see what I mean here in a second. Maybe I can see that, but it's just like a unicorn. conceited right underneath that, but only on the cheek area. Okay. Rary's number 4 brush, and I'm just going to blend out that cheek highlight. And then my large oval brush, I like to use this brush to just go over my face and just, when I'm just being extra, it just feels so luxurious and helps me feel like everything's just all seamless. I didn't make it last. I would use something a bit more heavy duty, like your Midnight Final Steel, your Scandinavia sprays, you know, something that will really set your makeup in, rather than like a, you know, Elf Mist Set or Fix Plus, or, you know, something like that that just basically kind of hydrates the skin. This is just so neutral, you can go with anything. I'm going to do a black glitter lip, so I'm using ColourPop Ultra Matte lip in Black Friday, or Friday. I call it Black Friday. I'm going to use the NYX Face and Body Glitter in Gunmetal, I believe. I also have Night Vision from BH Cosmetics. So let's just mix them, shall we? I'm going to take a bit of e.l.f. Lock and Seal on the number 9 brush. And if you're going to do this, make sure your lips aren't like peeling or anything, because this stuff burns if they are. Concentrated that glitter right there in the center. Okay, so this is your finished look with lip option number 1 with a black and gunmetal glitter. So I found the name. AVL20 is the number, and the name is Enchanted. Okay, now this is, of course, a little bit more affordable than ColourPop, so you have to layer it up and babysit it a little bit. So here's the other look, other lip, same look, other lip. Okay, I want to just say thank you so much for sticking it out into the end of this video. Thank you all so much for your support on my hair and makeup tutorials all the time. Whatever you do for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, I hope that you enjoy yourself. Be safe, be smart, and if you can't be smart, then bring somebody with you who will be. And just take care of yourselves. The holidays can be such a great time, but you know, it also just makes sure that we look out for ourselves and for our friends and family. So be safe, be careful, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye, sugars.